Episode 127. He Doesn't Want It. At dinner, although Serena and Jake were sitting opposite each other, no one spoke first. Nanny Harper also noticed that something was off. Actually, everything was off. However, wasn't everything fine when they walked out of the house in the afternoon? After dinner, Serena insisted on washing the dishes. Seeing that she was in a bad mood, Nanny Harper let her. After Serena washed all the dishes, it was past 7 p.m. Nanny Harper did some cleaning, and it was about time for her to go home. Sitting on the couch, Jake was replying to the urgent documents that Miranda had sent over. So quiet that it seemed nothing was different. However, Nanny Harper still felt a bit anxious. "Nanny Harper, you should go home now." Serena smiled and dried her hands. Nanny Harper thought about it and whispered to Serena, "When you're unhappy, let it out on your husband, and then everything will get better." Serena couldn't help smiling and nodded. After Nanny Harper was gone, Serena directly went upstairs without disturbing Jake. She took a shower and went to bed, quickly falling asleep. With the intense sex in the morning, Serena not only felt tired in the body, but also at heart. It was said that when one was worn out, one was prone to have nightmares. Serena did not know whether she was having a nightmare. She saw Jake lying in an abandoned warehouse, with his eyes closed and his hands tied in the back. Some dynamite was tied to his chest. The flames were burning, making everything look red. The cracking sounds were all over the warehouse. Seeing that, Serena burst into tears and fearlessly went to Jake, trying to wake him up. However, he was still completely unconscious. Taking the dynamite off of him, she used all her strength to take him out. Jake did not wake up, and Serena's sight was blurred by the heavy smoke. She almost used up her strength to push him out of the fire. However, her eyes became groggier. Vaguely, Serena saw a figure walking towards her. The figure wanted to wave her hand and shout, but she could barely make a sound. What was that person trying to say? Serena's heart ached as she cried, "Help him, please!" Aroused by her voice, Serena found herself wet all over. Her fists were clenching, as if she was grabbing something. Her face covered in tears, she kicked her legs like a helpless child, desperate and sad. Jake held her tight and patted her on the back, whispering, "It's okay. I'm here." Serena cried even harder in his arms, saying unconsciously, "It's not her. It's me, Mr. Robinson." Mr. Robinson. She was calling him that again. Her voice was full of fear and distance. Why did she call him that? Jake never understood. Serena calmed down. However, she was still drenched in cold sweat. Her body wet and hot against his. Jake felt his loins were warm. However, her words next suddenly made him feel suffocated. "I'm sorry, Mr. Robinson. I did not mean to fall for you. I'm sorry." Her sobs sounded full of sorrow. It was late, but Jake did not feel like sleeping anymore. Cuddling her silently, he tightened his arm. Lila stayed at home, writing her pregnancy diary carefully. Seeing the black ink turning into sentences, She had a sweet smile on her face. Baby, this is the 14th week since God sent you to Mom. Although your dad does not want to admit your existence, Mom loves you and wishes for you to come to her healthy. Baby, today, Mom was doubted by everyone. No one believed that you are your father's child. But Mom knows you are a member of the Robinson family. Sooner or later, Mom will take you back to where you belong. Baby, today Mom took a polygraph test. Sorry, the experts said that the radiation might have some negative effect on you, but Mom still did it. Mom wants your father to recognize you and get rid of that evil woman. Baby, your grandmother finally agreed to help me. I'm so happy. With the help of your grandparents, I will definitely be able to take you back to the Robinson family. Are you happy? I'm so thrilled. Baby, today, your father was almost beaten by your grandpa. I was terrified. If your dad is beaten, then I might never be able to bring you to the Robinson family. However, your grandpa did not do it and chose to believe your dad instead of your mom. You keep in mind that your grandpa is a bad man, and you must avenge your mother when you grow up. There is some good news as well. Although your grandma seemed to be helping your father, she actually believed that you are one of the Robinson family. Your grandma loves you and your mother, so you will treat her nicely when you become a big boy. Love you, Mom. Lila put the cap back on the pen, stretched her arms and felt sleepy. Ever since she got pregnant, she could not get enough sleep. However, when she just got into her bed, her phone rang. It was her personal number. Lila took the call and heard a familiar voice saying while panting, "Lila, help me. All my accounts are hacked, and I don't even have a cent now. Give me some cash, will you?" Hearing the voice, Lila looked disgusted. She bristled, saying, "How dare you ask me for money? If it were not for your mistake at that crucial moment, I wouldn't end up like this." Hey, I made it up to you, didn't I? Yesterday, had I not helped you, do you think you could still be so relaxed? Jake, that asshole, searched everywhere and hacked all my accounts. He even offered a reward to find me. Now I cannot even go back home. If I did not help you, I wouldn't be so miserable. Lila frowned and sneered. Help me? How did you help me? Yesterday, if I did not hack that video file, you would have been beaten to death by your conservative father, right? If your father knew that you slept with a random man and is carrying a bastard... What do you mean? Lila was furious. You're a bastard! I'm carrying Brother Jake's child! After a few seconds of silence, the man said, You really think that the man you slept with was Jake Robinson? What are you talking about? It was definitely him! Lila said emotionally. He is heartless. He does not want his baby. But I do!